All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Tuesday, May the 24th, 2022. Appreciate you all tuning in. We are taking your questions, your comments, and your calls, 843-790-3377. Of course, I am Chris Phillips, your host, as always, of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. I see John Edward, Noah Johns, Travis Allen, Panic Ritter, Travie, what's going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. Also, guys, in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel, the TDC Questions channel. Be sure your questions are answered there. Brendan says he's got to miss the Crow today. All good, Brendan. I know you're probably busy. All good. All good. Anyways, guys, very exciting. It is game day. Of course, the SEC tournament, we got it on right now in the stew. If you're following SEC Unfiltered, then you already know that. We're watching college baseball. We're watching SEC baseball. Of course, South Carolina will not start at 2 o'clock. The game was originally supposed to start at 2 o'clock. Delay already this morning. The word of the week, if you listen to the show this morning for SEC Unfiltered, the word of the week, delay. These games are going to be delayed all week, whether it be weather, whether it be they go longer than expected. So I'd probably expect, I'd probably expect South Carolina to play sometime like 3:30, something like that. I mean, this game right now, bottom of the second inning. So, yeah, I'm thinking probably 3 or 3:30 best case scenarios when they'll play. Either way, though, we are taking your questions, your comments, your calls, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in. As you see in the top, what is it, right for you guys? Top right corner, brand new logo, our friends over at Carolina Ale House. Appreciate them being a sponsor of the Spurs Up Show, a partner. We've got a lot of exciting things upcoming with Carolina Ale House. Was able to meet with those guys yesterday. Really, really good stuff. Some really exciting stuff over the summer. Obviously, last year we did the watch parties and everything else, but we got some big plans for the summer as well. I will let you guys know in regards to what's going on when they become official, but we got some really exciting stuff in the pipeline, man. I'm really excited. Let's see here. Austin Greer says lag. It's you, my guy. It's you. Got to update the Wi-Fi, my guy. Pay your Wi-Fi bill, my guy. Daddy O, what's going on? Brian Dean, appreciate you tuning in. Travis says, got the shirt. See Philly, the white yard cocks, and the black beer ball. Travis, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate your love and support, my guy. Hope you like them. Hope you like them, and happy belated birthday. Ed McKinnis says maybe a weekly gambling segment on SEC Unfiltered. Yeah, I mean, Ed, on the Spurs Up show, obviously, I had done SEC gambling picks on the podcast. That'll certainly, gambling will definitely play a huge part, especially during football season. No question. I will probably do that for SEC Unfiltered. I'll probably drop SEC gambling picks. I'm thinking the schedule, and I've talked about this on that podcast, but I'm thinking the schedule is going to be Tuesday, Thursday. That sounds about right. That feels about right for that show. So I'm thinking Tuesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday is going to be the schedule for that. Again, guys, would love to hear from you, your thoughts, everything else. Again, it is game day as South Carolina takes on Florida. Like I said, I would imagine first pitch going to be like 3:30, something like that. Either way, though. Justin Gant says, man, the video's horrible, skipping all around. Man, why is nobody paying their Wi-Fi bill? My guy, Justin, pay your Wi-Fi bill, my guy. Pay your Wi-Fi bill. Panic Ritter, why would we bring at Kingston? That will show that we do not care. Panic Ritter, I don't know what's going to happen, my dude. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I don't know what's going to happen. Brian Dean, yes, Will Sanders is on the bump today. Yes, Will Sanders on the bump. Austin Greer, my guy, check your Wi-Fi, my guy. Might need to refresh the stream. I don't know. Everything looks good on my end. Wi-Fi, it looks like everything's good on my end. I don't know. Either way, it might be also because I'm live streaming the baseball game. That might have something to do with it. I don't know. I've touched nothing, whether it's Kingston hackers or what. Justin Gant getting all mad now because I'm coming. All right, I don't want y'all to get. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you. I guess we could just cut off the game, but I kind of want to watch the game. Let's see. Kingston hackers working hard today. Is that what it is? Maybe it is our video. I don't know. It's kind of acting weird on Twitter too. Do we need to let's try to refresh on the Mellon app. All right, I guess y'all can let me know if that is better. Just refreshed everything. Y'all let me know if that's better. So either way, we are taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Daddy-O, I can promise you, bro, I pay for the most expensive Wi-Fi you can afford. Like literally, or the most expensive Wi-Fi you can get with Spectrum. So I knew I was going to be doing streaming and all that good stuff, live shows. I knew I had to have the fastest Wi-Fi possible. So if it's still bugging out, y'all let me know. Either way, though, we are taking your questions, your comments, your calls. It is game day. Gamecocks taking on Florida. Yeah, sometimes the Melon app behind the scenes, man. Sometimes technology, like I said, technology is great until it isn't. So, yeah, if you're interested in such things, episode 2 of SEC Unfiltered did drop this morning, a full SEC tournament preview, guys. And I will say this. I want to start with thank you. Thank you so much for the love and support with SEC Unfiltered. In case you missed it, we've already hit 1,000 followers on Twitter, which 1,000 might not sound like a lot. You know, it might not be that big of a deal, especially when you think of where TSUS is and how many followers. But, dude, I mean, when you keep it in perspective, I talked about this yesterday. When you keep it in perspective, it took us a year. It took us a year to get to 1,000 followers on Twitter. So it took us a year to get to 1,000 with TSUS. I mean, it took us 3 days with the SEC Unfiltered platform. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's something behind the scenes with me. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming this game right now, this Alabama-Georgia game. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why the video is choppy for you. I have no clue. Everything looks normal on my end. I have no clue why it would be choppy. Either way, though, we are rocking and rolling. I guess if I'm talking to myself, so be it. It is what it is. We'll just operate. We'll just operate as normal because I've definitely streamed before like this, and I've had absolutely no issues. We've done live stream watch-alongs and all kinds of stuff, and we've had absolutely no issues. So I don't know. Austin Gray, apples or oranges? I'm an apples guy. I'm an apples guy for sure. I'm without a doubt an apples guy. So. Travis says y'all can still hear me, but this is honestly pissing me off. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. One of these days, I'm going to have like a producer, and I'm going to have a full team of people behind, like doing all the equipment stuff and the technology stuff. Like these other big shows, I don't think they have these issues. Like I really don't think they have these issues, and it's very annoying. Like at some point, the hackers do get annoying. They really do. They really do. Anyways, we are watching Georgia, Alabama. John Edward Kruger says, I can hear you. That's all that matters to me. Well, John, I want the video. I want the video. Anyways, it is game day. Gamecocks taking on Florida. Will this be the final baseball game of the 2022 baseball season? We will see. But, Austin Kane over under 6 runs for us today. Over under 6 runs. I'll go under for sure. I mean, I've got 6-4 the final. I got Florida winning. I'm going to go under 6, no question. I think a better over under is probably like 4.5, maybe 4. Yeah, I think a better over under is 4.5 or 4. So let's see. We are 10 minutes in, and the Daily Crow is a complete shit show, but we're going to just rock through it, I guess. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. How about 100 days until the first Thursday night SEC football game? Tennessee. I forgot Tennessee was playing on a Thursday night. Totally forgot that. I really don't want to cut the Georgia-Alabama game off, but I don't know. I think maybe that'll help. I think maybe that will help the stream here. I hate to cut it off and then it not help the stream. That's the only thing. All right. We're going to try it. I'm going to cut it off. I just cut it off. That stinks. All right, I'm going to cut that off. We're going to refresh. Okay, we will see if that helps. If not, guys, I don't know what to tell you. The Wi-Fi just is what it is. Austin Greer says, explain the SEC tournament for casual fans. It's a conference tournament. It's a conference tournament. I mean, Austin, I don't really know what there is to explain. It's like any other conference tournament you've ever seen, like basketball, for example. I mean, everybody plays, in a bracket system. Everybody plays in a bracket. Round one is single elimination. So today is single elim. Once you get to tomorrow, that's double elim. And, yeah, you'll play through the weekend, and a champion will be crowned on Sunday. So, I mean, it's just a basic conference tournament. But why it's so exciting and why it's so cool, it's fun to watch teams have to use strategy, right? Like if you're going to win the SEC tournament, you've got to use strategy in your pitching. You're going to have to probably start dudes that aren't normally starters, and you're going to have to lean on some guys you haven't leaned on really all season to that much of a capacity. Like, for example, let's just say South Carolina wins today. I mean, you're at some points like who you're going to start. I mean, the Gamecocks, that's the problem, right? South Carolina, we all know, has to win the SEC tournament to make the postseason, which is such a pipe dream. But even if they win beyond today, right? Even if South Carolina wins beyond today, I mean, the question's just going to turn into, if you win a couple games, I mean, I feel like you only have like 8 pitchers. Like, really? You know what I mean? It feels like you only have like 7 or 8 pitchers. So Sanders will start today. If you win, I would imagine, does Noah Hall get the ball tomorrow? Does Eli Jones get the ball? Does Parker Coyne or John Gilreath get the ball? If a Cade Austin or Becker doesn't pitch, do they get the ball? So it's that cat and mouse, like that chess match, if you will. And you can really look at the SEC tournament, Austin, as like Omaha Junior. I mean, it really is Omaha Junior. I mean, it's the best baseball in the country, all in one site for a week. You know what I mean? So it's so much fun. And it's, who doesn't just love baseball nonstop all day long? I mean, who doesn't love baseball nonstop all day long? Austin Greer says, does SEC tournament champion get an automatic bid to a regional? So, Austin, yes, it's just like in basketball. If you win your conference tournament, you get an automatic bid to the postseason. Automatic bid to the postseason. So that's why, we're saying that South Carolina's literally got to win the SEC tournament to get in, because they've got to go all the way. So, yeah, no, it's just like basketball, dude. It's just a normal conference tournament. It's just like a normal conference tournament. But, it's just, I'm a baseball guy. I love it. It's a lot of fun. And again, it's just the best college baseball you can find anywhere in one spot. I mean, normally, this year maybe a little bit different, but normally, I mean, you've got 3 or 4 teams that are like Omaha bound that are all playing in the same conference tournament. So, guys, I know we've been dealing with some technical issues. Y'all let me know if it's any better. I was able to cut off the stream here in the studio, so maybe that should help things on the video side of things. Y'all let me know. If not, I apologize. I don't know if the Kingston hackers are having their way today or what's going on. I don't know. I have no idea. So, I have no idea. I don't know what the issue is. My laptop's good. It's showing me I've got good Wi-Fi, so I don't know what's going on. I have no clue what's going on. Hopefully, when this video processes on YouTube, it will not be crappy. Yeah, so maybe it's not the Wi-Fi. It might be the Melon platform in which we are streaming on. So I guess today is not a good day to stream Road to Glory, because if we're not streaming this successfully, I highly doubt Streamlabs would work very well today. If you guys do want to call in, by the way, you're still more than welcome. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taylor from Dirty Myrtle, I took the Cox plus 150 today. Will win to give everyone a glimmer of hope, then go 0-2. Taylor, my question to you is this. Where are you seeing a line for the game? Are you seeing that on like the Barstool Sportsbook? Or where is that, like your own book? Where are you seeing a line? Where are you seeing a line, my guy? I'm just curious. Because I saw my buddy Ben Upton of 11.7. He bet on Florida, I think like minus 185. I think it is through the Barstool Sportsbook. I think it is. Pretty sure it is. Anyways. Yeah, guys, If you're having issues with video, I apologize for it. I don't know what to tell you. Mobile LV bookie uses it. I hear you. I won't ask you to expose your bookie like that. Let's see. I'm jumping. I'm right now. I'm on the Barstool Sportsbook right now. Oh yeah, here we go. South Carolina, Florida. There you go. Florida minus 200, Carolina plus 155. So you can take the Gamecocks 100 to win $155 if you're feeling confident. Brian Lattimore, your banner scrolling flawlessly, but your video is extremely laggy. I don't know what to tell you, Brian. I don't know what to tell you, my guy. Everything's perfect on my end. I have no idea. I have no idea. He says, turn the game back on. Yeah, I'm probably about to do that. Let's see. No clue. Either way, I guess we're going to keep rocking unless we should just cut the stream off. I don't know. I mean, do you just have, there's some days you just got to hold the L and mail it in. I mean, we could just say screw it and just go watch baseball and be done with it. I don't really want to do that, but we could do that. Let's see. I'm going to definitely cut that game back on for sure. Yep, for sure. Definitely cutting that game back on. So it is what it is. Maybe we should have done that. Maybe we should have said, you know what, screw it. No Daily Crow this week. We're watching baseball all week long. No Daily Crow this week. We're watching baseball all week. Like, I don't know. SEC unfiltered content all week. We're watching baseball. We're watching every game. We're watching every game.
Planet in outer space. You can feel the Bulldog Nation's impact everywhere you go. It all starts
trying to get
here
this connected to my
at the
TV.
University of Georgia. But where?
Trying to get this connected to my TV, and it is not. There it goes. Cool. Daily Crow on Twitter Spaces. Hold on, they just went into a weather delay? Oh my God. Really? Really, bro? Oh my God. Bro, we might not play till like 5 o'clock. Like literally. We might not play till 5 o'clock, guys. Holy shit. Wow. Another rain delay in the SEC tournament. Dude, I literally said on SEC Unfiltered, the word of the week is midnight and delay because we're probably going to be up past, we are definitely going to be up past midnight watching games and experiencing a lot of delays. So pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Unreal, man. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Tarps on the field. Tarps on the field. Tarps on the field. All right. So apparently you guys are saying that the video is just a lost cause. It's terrible. The video is a lost cause. That's what you guys are saying. And now I'm seeing it on my end. You guys are saying that the video is a lost cause. I mean, I'm down to ditch it and do Twitter Spaces. I am down to ditch it and do Twitter Spaces. I am. I'm not somebody that's going to force it. So I'm not somebody that's going to force it. Travis Allen, SECU can be found on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, literally everywhere on the internet, my guy. Literally everywhere on the air. I'll drop this link tree right here. There you go. I just dropped a link tree. Well, that didn't work. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Technology's great until it sucks. Technology's great until it sucks. It does get annoying dealing with the hackers. It does get very annoying. So Dude, we might just rock with it. Y'all want to rock with the Twitter Spaces? I might just do that. I mean, we won't take any calls. And I know everybody's saying, or there's a lot of folks saying, video doesn't bother me, but like, there's just no point in doing this way if we don't have video. I'm sorry, there's just absolutely no point. Yeah, we did make it to the semifinals in 2017. You are correct. Daddy O says, just check Hoover forecast. Yeah, it's crappy weather for sure. It is crappy weather. It is crappy weather. So, I mean, how about this? Does anybody want to call in? I think maybe Twitter Spaces is the move. I guess the video is just that bad, man. I don't even know what to say. I guess the video is just that bad. Oh, I guess the video is just that bad. Again, guys, I do want to say this, though. Thank you all for those who have shown love and support, man. Gamecock Nation. I had a buddy of mine just text me, dude, you already hit 1,000 followers on SEC Unfiltered. And, bro, it's just Gamecock Nation showing love. That's really what it is. I mean, I think 90% of the followers are probably Gamecock fans and people that support me and support TSUS that want to show love. And so, again, man, thank you so much. Truly, I can't say enough good things, and I can't express enough gratitude. It's truly incredible. So, let's see. Y'all are saying the video is working now. I don't know. Here, let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Street.
Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. If we somehow play today, okay, I wanted to go ahead and give you my prediction, okay?
All right, go ahead.
I honestly, I think I don't want it to happen, but I think we'll wind up being a one and done. To be honest with you, would I love to see us play till Thursday? Yes. But I haven't seen anything all season that tells me we're going to be playing till Thursday. So I got us losing 4-2 today against Florida.
I think that's fair, my guy. I think that is, yeah. I mean, I've got 6-4 Florida, so I've got 6-4 Florida.
And also, I wanted to give Marion R26 and my mom a shout out because 2 days ago was their wedding anniversary. So
when was it? When was their wedding anniversary?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. I'll be damned.
Sunday.
I'll be damned.
So yeah, anniversary, 2 days late anniversary shout out. So, but and also my dad will be leaving tomorrow to head to Tennessee, and he'll be gone till Sunday. So. Which also means I'm not going to be able to make it to Tin Roof tomorrow, which that sucks. I really wanted to go to Tin Roof. But my dad's leaving tomorrow to head to Tennessee. Hopefully it goes well up there. And go Gamecocks, to heck with Clemson. Bunch of losers. Bunch of pig farming, stinky losers. All right, buddy. You have a great rest of your day, okay? And stay dry in case it rains really bad up there in Columbus, okay?
Robbie, I appreciate it as always, my friend. Very well said.
You have a good one, okay, Brandon?
Yeah, man. Take care. That might be like the shortest, most condensed, straight to the point Robbie Davis call of all time. Let's see. Travis Lee says the video is good. Y'all let me know. Is the video worth a damn? If it's not, we'll cut this thing. If it is, we'll keep it going. I'd prefer to rock until 2 o'clock as normal, but y'all let me know. Y'all Muley says you're doing a game watch today. You know, I didn't plan on it. Y'all Mule, but I tell you what, If our game gets, because right now we're in another rain delay. I mean, so we're at best case starting at like 3:30 probably. I tell you this. I'm not going to say yes for certain, but if we don't start to like 5 o'clock, because the reason I thought about it a couple of days ago, but I was like, you know what? We're doing the Daily Crow noon to 2. Like, I'm going to be live for 2 straight hours, and then the game's supposed to start at 2. Like, I don't want to be live for another 3 hours on top of that. So I'll just watch the game as normal. Haven't done a live stream watch along all season. But if the game's at 5, I mean, we could. I mean, is that something y'all would be interested in? I think people tuned in and enjoyed those last year. I also don't want to do it if the freaking stream is laggy and sucks. But or we could do like a Twitter Spaces. I think a Twitter Spaces would be cool. I don't know. Just like maybe for the first couple of innings, little Twitter Spaces for the first couple of innings. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities. There really are. I'll figure that out. Again, guys, we are taking your questions, comments, calls. Of course, Gamecocks taking on Florida, hopefully, at some point today. Bama, Georgia in the bottom of the 3rd inning right now in a rain delay. So, by the way, guys, I was asked, who is the greatest Gamecock? The greatest Gamecocks football player of all time. I said George Rogers. Would y'all give a different answer? It's like George Rogers won the most prestigious award a college football player can win. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how you pick somebody else. I mean, he's not my favorite Gamecock. My favorite Gamecock, you probably know, Gamecocks football player is Connor Shaw. It's Connor Shaw. But I don't know how you put somebody else as the best Gamecocks football player. I mean, he literally won the Heisman. You know what I mean? He literally won the Heisman. It's crazy to think Alabama. There's been 3 SEC teams to reach the NCAA tournament with 12 SEC wins since the tournament expanded to 64 teams in 99. Mississippi State in 06, Vandy in 09, and Bama last year. 12 SEC wins, and you still get in the tournament? That's crazy. That is 12 and 18 gets you in, or got you in. At least just those 3 teams, but 12 and 18, that's something. That's something. Anyways, guys, taking the questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. How about Fox Sports College Football? They're way too early top 30. They had the Gamecocks ranked 22nd. How about that? Evan Perriman, only other argument I would say would be Sterling Sharp, not Shannon Sharp. Sterling Sharp. NFL career would have been nuts also. Yeah, the injury, man, the injury. The injury really did it to him. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks. Will today be the final baseball game of the 2022 season? I mean, guys, listen, I want Mark Kingston out. I want Mark Kingston gone, but I would love to have some Gamecocks baseball to watch over the next couple of days. I mean, just make it to the double elim round. Just give us a reason. I mean, I'm excited for this week. I am excited for this week because now I have a reason to watch all the games and be invested in this tournament because I'm covering it from the SEC perspective instead of just the Gamecocks perspective. But, man, as a South Carolina fan, I'd love to have a reason. And that sort of takes me to, why do you think Carolina's been so bad in Hoover? Like what? Is there anything you can really point to? Because, yes, South Carolina won the SEC tournament in 2004, but this team has just never. This program, for whatever reason, and there's some programs in the SEC that have a lot of success in Hoover. They play well in that style. They play well in tournament play. We are not one of them. I mean, for whatever reason, South Carolina is not one of them. I mean, even when the Gamecocks are winning national championships, it was normally 2-Q for Carolina. So I don't know how you even explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. Let's jump back to the phone lines here.
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit, part 2. What's up, man?
I just realized I meant to ask a question.
Fire away,
now,
my guy.
If we win today, right? Say by some miracle we beat Florida today, right? Do we automatically go to the double elim or no?
If we beat Florida, yes, we advance to. If you get past today, yes, you are in the double elimination part of the bracket. Yes. So if we beat Florida, we are guaranteed to be playing baseball.
If we somehow beat Florida today, we got to lose twice to get out of Hoover.
Yes. So if we win, we will play Texas A&M tomorrow, and that will start the double elimination. The only part of the bracket that's single elimination is today. Okay. So after today, it's double elimination. So.
Okay. So if we lose today, we're done. We go home. If we win today, we stay till possibly Thursday.
We stay definitely until Thursday, yes. Yes, without a doubt. We could lose the next 2 after that, but we will play Wednesday and Thursday no matter what, yes.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. If I don't see you before then, I will see you, my friend, at the Comedy House whenever my dad does the shows at the Comedy House. Go Gamecocks. Doggone it. Go Gamecocks.
Robbie, I appreciate it, my guy.
Yep. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Robbie Davis, 2 for 1. Tyler Gay says, it's amazing how some outlets have us with some hype for this upcoming year and the others give us no shot, no in the middle. I mean, Tyler, you say no shot. Do you feel like there are people that there's some people that have us in the top 25 and some that don't, but I haven't seen any record predictions that are saying like, oh, you just have no shot. And what do you mean? Like, some outlets have us having a shot at what? You know what I mean? I've seen some outlets having us in the top 25, but personally, I wouldn't rank South Carolina in my preseason top 25. I understand there's a lot of hype and excitement, momentum from the Spencer Rattler pickup, the transfer portal pickups, the hype around beating North Carolina in the Dukes Mayo Bowl and just all the buzz that generates. But I would not have South Carolina in my preseason top 25. I think there's still a lot of question marks. I think you look directly at the line of scrimmage, the offensive line, the defensive line as well. Can you stop the run more effectively? You lost your top playmaker on defense in regards to turnovers and Jalen Foster. Yes, you add a lot on the offensive side of the ball, and you should be much better. But again, it comes back to, can the offensive line be good enough to get the most out of and for us to see the best version of those offensive playmakers you added? So with all that being said, I would not have South Carolina in my preseason top 25. I think it still needs to be a bit of a prove-it type of attitude for South Carolina. And we're going to find out early. Arkansas week 2 at their place. Georgia at home week 3. If the Gamecocks beat the Hogs on the road, put them in the top 25. I'm all for that. But I would not put the Gamecocks in my preseason top 25. I think it's something you got to go earn it. And yes, while you beat, I would argue, a bad UNC team, a horrid up front UNC team on the line of scrimmage. Either way, that's neither here nor there. I personally, again, I would not have the Gamecocks in the preseason top 25. And that's not to say that South Carolina won't finish in the top 25, but I wouldn't have them in the preseason top 25. That doesn't mean they're going to have a terrible year, but I feel like it's jumping the gun a little bit. Like the one poll that had South Carolina 15th. That is insane. You really think South Carolina is the 15th best team in the country? That is insane. To at least think that in the preseason. South Carolina very well may end up being the 15th best team, but they're not the 15th best team right now. That is unwarranted hype in my mind. I'm not trying to kill any momentum or be Debbie Downer over here, but that to me is jumping the gun. That to me is a little aggressive. Brendan M., what's up, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Glad you made it, Brendan. Let's see. But I honestly, like, I don't think. I think if anything, we're getting a lot of love. I don't think we're being disrespected. I mean, I think you're going to see from most analysts that pick the Gamecock schedule, that pick our season, 6-6, 7-5. You might see a few 8-4 sprinkled in there. I think about 7-5 though is gonna be. That's probably gonna be the pick for South Carolina. That's where you're gonna see most people fall. And I think that's fair. I mean, again, I think it's fair, guys. You look at the schedule, we're still going to be underdogs in half of our ball games. We are going to be an underdog in half of our games. I mean, my God, we're only an 11-point favorite against Georgia State. So, I don't think you're going to see anybody be down on Carolina and say, 5-7, 4-8, and anything crazy. But I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of 9-3 picks or, God forbid, anything better than that. I think about, and I'm not trying to spoil my own predictions, but 7-5 feels about right. 8-4, that feels about right for this crew. I think, and that's why I told you guys, and that's why the hypothetical I ran a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, whenever it was, I mean, I almost want to do it again because it's hard for me to fathom. It is hard for me to fathom still that there are a large number of folks that when I give you two scenarios and say, okay, I will guarantee you, let's just pretend I could guarantee you an 8-4 finish this season. I'm not going to tell you which games you win or lose, but I'm going to guarantee you go 8-4. You can either take that, or you can roll the dice. You might win more, but you might lose more. But I'm going to let you roll the dice, and you can just see what happens, and you can take the risk. The amount of people that would not take the 8-4 is insane to me. It is insane. It is you are a certified lunatic if you don't sign up for the 8-4. Certified lunatic. You should be thrown in the loony bin, and they should throw away the key. You're just insane because what you're saying is, well, it's more likely we go 9-3 than go 7-5. And that's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I think that's crazy. Bro, give me an 8-4 year right now. I'll be content. You could tell me exactly which games we win and lose. I'd be like, cool, I'll sign up for it. I'm so game with that, bro. I'm so game with 8-4. The amount of people that wouldn't take it is just what do you, bro? I just, all due respect, you're a lunatic. All due respect, you're a lunatic if you don't take 8-4. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, sorry. Let's see. Braddock843 says it'd just be a hard win for the games we're predicted to lose. I'm not sure I really understand that statement, Braddock. Maybe you can explain that one to me. I don't know if y'all can hear this in the background. We'll turn that down. Jeff Gullidge says, when was the last time we beat Kentucky, Mizzou, Tennessee, and Florida all in the same season? Shit, all of them? My God, was it 2013? No, not 2013. Not what in 2012. Was it 2011? Well, we didn't play Mizzou in 2011. Have we ever? I'm not even bullshitting. Have we ever? I don't think we have. Because what you'd be saying, basically, Jeff, is we would have beaten, because we beat Vandy too. So when's the last time we beat Kentucky, Mizzou, Tennessee, Florida, and Vandy all in the same season? So basically, we beat everyone in the East outside of Georgia. Well, the answer, Jeff, is never. The answer, Jeff, would be never. Because if we would have beat Kentucky, Mizzou, Tennessee, and Florida all in the same year, we would have won the East. We probably would have won the East. And we probably would have won 10 games. So it's never happened. Andrew, the textbook, in 2011, they beat everyone in the East, but Missouri was not in the East at the time. Yeah, Andrew, again, I understand that, but we're talking about Mizzou as well. Jeff Miller's right to believe we will do it this year and go 8-4 is a reach, but it can be done. I'm not even going to say 8-4 is like a reach. I'm not going to say it's a reach. I mean, it's possible. I mean, 8-4 is a great year. Let's not get that twisted. 8-4 is a great year. Great year. Truly. Truly, truly, truly a great year. Do not get that twisted. It is a great year. Don't lose sight of that. It's a great year. Like I said, though, I just, the people that just throw away 8-4, like it's just like, it's such a kick in, like, oh, let's roll the dice. We're going to go 9-3. Like, I'm like, do you know who you're a fan of? We are nowhere near the point of turning our nose up at 8-4. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. So glad we're able to get the video. I guess you guys said the video is much better. Josh Smith, more likely we go 6-6 or 8-4. Oh, that's you're putting it on me now, Josh. Honestly, it's more likely we go 6-6. And nobody will like to hear that, but and listen, that my answer to that and why I say that is the attitude that Shane Beamer's trying to change. That is the thought process and the culture within Gamecocks football and the mentality of Gamecock fans. Because while we are eternal optimists, Gamecock fans expect the worst things to happen. Do we not? Am I saying anything untrue? We expect bad things to happen. We don't know when they'll happen. We don't know why they'll happen. But when it comes to Carolina athletics, we expect it to happen. Like we know it's coming. We'll spend all offseason hyping ourselves up. But when we get to game day, we're a nervous wreck. When we get in game, we're a nervous wreck because we're like, when's it coming? Not is it coming? When? When is that gut-wrenching, heartbreaking moment? I know that's coming. Right? So that's the attitude that Beamer's trying to change. That's the thought process. That's the mentality he's trying to get rid of. He's trying to fix me. He's trying to fix you. He's trying to fix all of us. Where our first thought isn't, how are we going to fuck this up? I mean, that's just where we are. That's where we are. That's what being a Gamecock is at this point. Guys, Travis Allen says we have a better chance of gas prices dropping than going 9-3. God, truly, bro, gas is absurd, dude. I'm about to start biking everywhere. I mean, I got a good bike. I'm about to start biking everywhere. Facts. Cody Branch, we got a Tennessee fan in here. Cody, I appreciate you. Hey, tune into SEC Unfiltered, my guy. Tune into SEC Unfiltered. I've been talking a little bit of Vols, of course, talking volunteer baseball. Cody Branch says, I have South Carolina losing to Florida today. Sadly, just think Florida's a better baseball team. Yeah, I don't think that's a hot take at all. He also says, I believe South Carolina will go 7-5 or 6-6. Your schedule's hell on earth. Y'all will be better than last season, but the record won't reflect the on-field product. Now, Cody, what's funny about what you just said, Cody, you're not the only one that said that. And the other person that said that to me is Brad Lawing. And you guys will hear the conversation I had with Brad Lawing in a couple of weeks. But, I mean, he said it to me, guys, multiple times. He said, Chris, there's a good chance they are better than they were last year. And the record isn't any better. The record stays the same just because of the fact that everybody else got better. Everybody else got better. So we'll see. That's not a guarantee, obviously, but that's why, you know, people go, 7-5. Like, there's no way we go 7-5. I mean, it's not out of the realm of reality. Guys, we're going to jump into our first break, but I want to continue to hear from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. Oh, whoops. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. So Tyler Gay says the statement Chris made about how we feel every offseason when there's some hype around the program and when the season starts is dead on. I'm always pumped up and confident. As soon as they kick it off, I think that's what's going to happen today. That's going to mess us up in loss every damn time. I feel that way. I mean, a lot of fans do. I'm not trying to like single us out necessarily, but it is again, I've talked about this. It's just it's a vicious cycle we live, my guy. It's a vicious cycle we live. Yeah, Savannah, it is Georgia, Alabama right now. They're in the bottom of the third in a rain delay. So South Carolina, I mean, we probably won't play until like 5 o'clock. I mean, we're going. It's going to be late, which is crazy. I went to the gym early this morning to get it out of the way, so I didn't have to do it in the afternoon, so I could watch Carolina. And of course, where the rain delay hits. So, oh well, it is what it is. By the way, guys, quick reminder: podcast will drop tomorrow. Podcast will drop tomorrow on TSUS. I'll have a full game recap, and if we win, I'll have a preview of the game on Wednesday, tomorrow, of course. And then, of course, podcast will drop Friday. Like I said, a lot of the subject matter is going to depend on what happens. Do we win? Do we continue playing? All that good stuff. If not, we'll make an adjustment and go from there. But, yeah, Daily Crow all week long. 100 days. The kickoff is Thursday, by the way, for South Carolina. So we will begin our countdown on Thursday. Tin Roof tomorrow night, 6 to 8, which will be a lot of fun because we'll have SEC baseball, the SEC tournament, on the TVs there at Tin Roof. I might just spend the night watching baseball at Tin Roof. I don't know yet. Going to be a lot of fun, though, either way. Hope to see you guys out there taking your questions, comments, calls. Dave for 12 says, yo, all great, but it is just one goat, bro. Explain what that sentence means to me. Explain what that sentence means, my guy. Again, guys, I want to say thank you to you all for your love and support with SEC Unfiltered. The fact that we have hit 1,000 followers, in really like 3 days, it is incredible. And again, when you have perspective, on that, I mean, guys, just to give you guys, here's what's funny, by the way, about Twitter. Here's what's funny. Here's what's funny about Twitter. I put up a tweet talking about, yo, like help us get to 1,000 followers. Cool. And people were like, yo, bro, what about a follow back? I'm like, dog, like, I'm not following you back if you're just some random fan account. I'm sorry, like, I don't mean like any disrespect, but like, if you're some entity or a personality, you're providing value to my timeline, then cool. I'll follow you back. There is this like ego, like, I'm not following somebody unless they follow me back. Bro, I'm not following you. I'm not following you if you're not providing value on Twitter consistently. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here like building a platform off of I'm just going to follow 100,000 people and have people give me pity follows. You know what I mean? Like that's not the case. Like I'm actually producing content and I'm an entity that's pushing value out there. So I mean, again, if people don't want to follow because of that, that's totally fine. They don't have to. I'm not saying they have to, but people that bitch about that, it's like, I mean, I'll follow if you're pushing dope shit, but if you're not, like, whatever. It's just sort of a side note. Anyways, that took me away from the point I was making in a sense of thank you all because we hit 1,000 followers already, like 3 days. Within 72 hours, we've hit 1,000 followers. And when I first started TSUS, it took me an entire year. It took a calendar year to get to 1,000. Believe that or not. It took a calendar year. I mean, it's just nuts. So thank you to Gamecock Nation, man. Thank y'all so much. I know a lot of it is y'all supporting my newest entity, supporting my newest ventures. I do appreciate it. David Garrick says, of course, I want the most wins possible, but I do think it's possible to go 6-6 again, but show much improvement. Dave, I don't disagree. I mean, again, the way you win, the way you compete, the way you fight against top-tier teams, yeah. I mean, I think you could be a better team and go 6-6. Jeff Gullich, my point with Kentucky, Mizzou, Tennessee, Florida, we will have to count at least one of those games as a loss because we haven't beat all of them in one season yet. We find a way to lose one of those games. Yeah, Jeff, it's kind of like what I said last year when people were picking Carolina to go 7-5 or God forbid 8-4 in Shamer's first year. What I posed to people was this: is the toss-up games. I think you had I'd listed 4 toss-up games. My point was to think that Carolina was going to go 3-1 or better in their toss-up games was just unrealistic. You know what I mean? Like, and there were some people thinking they were going to 4-0. Like, they're a toss-up game for a reason. So I would look at this season. Like, I don't have it all broken down, guys, but you're probably going to have about 4 or 5 toss-up games again. You're probably not going to go 5-0 in them. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably not. So if you split your toss-up games, you win the ones you're supposed to, that probably is putting you about 6 or 7 wins, which I think is pretty realistic. Travis Allen says, I think we take an ass whipping today. Teams just not into it and pretty much know their season's done. 8-2 Gators. I don't like to think this team is just checked out on the season and all that. I don't like to think that. I don't like to think that. I don't like to think that, but maybe you're right. But I think we'll play hard. I think we'll play hard. I do. I think we'll play hard, and I think it'll be a close game, but I do think Florida will get the win. Ryan Cawthorn says, why are people so big on Florida? They had a ton of turnover. I'm not sold on Napier in year 1. Ryan, I think people are sleeping on Florida. I think people are down on Florida. Ryan, where are you seeing people that are high on them? For the most part, I think people are just think Florida's going to be terrible. Yeah, I think Florida is a mystery for sure. Florida is a mystery. And if you guys are interested in my SEC picks, my picks for every SEC team, I will drop those with SEC Unfiltered. That's probably something I'm going to do this weekend is really set the preseason content schedule. I have not done that yet because it's so funny. I told you guys, yeah, we're gonna take some time off in June, take a couple of weeks off. I mean, honestly, the time that I have away from TSUS, I'm probably going to spend on this SEC Unfiltered stuff. So, I mean, I'm not taking time off, man. I'm a content creator. I'm a creator. It's what I do. I might hit the beach a little bit more than normal, but to say I'm taking time off is a little bit absurd. So I apologize for even saying that, honestly. Like, it's just like, you know what? I don't know. We're going to switch things up a little bit. Brennan M says, Florida's going to be bad, LOL. Tyler Gay, do you think Florida will have a big year? I don't think Florida's going to have a big year. I said they're the biggest mystery. I said they're a mystery. I think Florida is one of the greatest mysteries in this conference. Because, again, what scares me about Florida or what's so intriguing about Florida is everybody like, oh, Florida's going to suck. They're going to be down. They're going to be this. They're going to be that. And I'm not saying they're going to be great. They're not going to challenge Georgia for the East, right? But Billy Napier, I liked the hire. I do. I like Napier. I think Napier's a good coach. Dude, it's Florida. They've got talent. They've got talent in Gainesville. They don't have enough to beat Georgia. They don't have enough to go win the SEC championship this year. But, for example, South Carolina fans that think they're just going to waltz into the swamp and just beat down a terrible Florida team. I don't see that at all. And I just think that what's going to happen, I haven't dropped any sort of predictions, but it just feels like when you spend the entire offseason, the entire preseason going, oh, this team's going to be terrible. They're going to suck. You got people out here like Big Game Boomer that think Florida's going to finish below Vanderbilt. Bro, it's just setting up for Florida to do something stupid and go 8-4 this year, 9-3. And be a surprise team. It's just setting up that way. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying Florida's going to be some great football team, but it's shocking to me how down people are on Florida. It's shocking. And again, they might not be very good, but it's still Florida football. They still have talent. So we'll see. Maybe they will be as bad as people are saying, but they're the most intriguing team, in my opinion, or at least one of the most intriguing teams heading into this season. So, Brennan says won't be easy to win in Gainesville, but they won't be world beaters. Again, not saying that Florida's going to be world beaters, guys. Not saying they are. Not saying Carolina can't finish ahead of them in the East, but we have never really played well in Gainesville. So to think we're just going to waltz in there and whoop their ass and that's just going to be the end of it, I mean, I hope that's what happens. I really do. But yeah, I mean, big game Boomer. Listen, I respect what he does. I respect the heck out of what he does, right? Respect the heck out of it. But for him to say that Vanderbilt is going to finish ahead of Florida, come on, man. That that's absurd. I mean, I'm sorry. That's absurd. And if he's right, I'll tip my cap. I'll tip my freaking cap. I will tip my cap. But to say that Florida is going to finish below Vandy, I mean, what do Gator – I wish there were some Gator fans in here. What do Gator fans think of that? Like, how – I'd like to know what Florida fans think about their team. I would like to know. I'd like to know. Like, are Florida fans, where is this all coming from? I know they weren't good last year, but, like, where is this all coming from? Dalton Hines, he's about to block my SEC unfiltered account because I'm giving Tennessee some love, giving Tennessee some hype. Dalton literally said in our Big Cock Club Discord, he would rather beat Tennessee than Clemson. I mean, there's not a bigger Tennessee hater than Dalton. There's not a bigger Tennessee hater than Dalton. Kid would rather beat Tennessee than beat Clemson. Dalton Hines says Tennessee isn't beating Bama on the road as well. People who think that are high. Again, Dalton, I will drop my full SEC predictions before SEC Media Days. And let me take that as an opportunity. Let me use this as an opportunity to speak this into existence. I want to go ahead and put this out there. SEC Unfiltered, we will have credentials to SEC Media Days. I'm going to go ahead and just speak that into existence and put that out in the universe. SEC Unfiltered and yours truly will be at SEC Media Days with credentials. I will bank on that right now. I will bank on that right now. We will be there. So go ahead and just plan on seeing me. Hey, don't be surprised when you're watching SEC Media Days on SEC Network and Shane Beamer's at the podium and they say, we'll go to the back there. And I'll be like, yeah, Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. What's going on, coach? And he's going to be like, damn, I know that guy. That's the guy Fink tried to keep out for all these years. Damn it, he still made it. So let me just put that out there for you. That's what's, again, I told you yesterday, that's what's going to be so funny, man. You know what? I got tired of fucking around with Fink. So you know what? I'm going to go around the guy. I'm going to go around him. I'm not going to go through him. I'm just going to go around him. That's it. So more than one way to skin a cat. And again, people love to come at me for like the Joker video. They're like, well, this is why you don't have credentials. You want credentials so bad. I really don't. Like, I really don't want credentials, guys. Like, I know it's people think I do. I just think the whole process is silly. I think it's all silly. Like, I understand why I don't have credentials, guys. I'm literally calling for the head coach's job. Yeah, it's probably not the best idea for me to sit in the same room with him and ask him questions when I'm going on record calling for him to be fired. I understand that. And I'm very happy with and comfortable with where I sit in a media landscape. Creative control over any type of access they give you. You know? I will gladly rock with creative control, guys. I am much closer to the Barstool mold than I am to the old school media mold. I think that's very well documented at this point. But, excuse me. I just think the entire system is silly. Carolina's had an opportunity to get me on their side, and they just never, ever took advantage of it, I guess. never reached out to me, never wanted, So it is what it is. Bygones be bygones. That's all fine with me. Whatever. All I wanted to do was get Shane Beamer on the podcast and push the program, and nope, couldn't do it. Which is fine. I'm cool with Beamer and the staff and all those dudes on the staff, so that's all I really care about. Anyways, enough about me rambling. Cody Branch says Tennessee doesn't play Bama on the road. Bama will be playing in Knoxville. We still won't win, but whoever told you we play Bama on the road isn't trustworthy. Dalton Hines, Tennessee was so afraid to play the Mormons on the road, they canceled the game and paid BYU millions of dollars for the right. That's a poverty move. Dalton is going after Tennessee folks today. Let's see. Cody Branch says, I don't think South Carolina beats Florida in Gainesville. You'll have to have an almost perfect game because the swamp is hell to play in. I'm not ready to lock in the pick yet. I'm not ready to lock in the pick at all, for sure. I'm not ready to do that. I think that's a really close competitive game and a tough game for Carolina, though. I do. I think it's a tough game. I don't look at that and say, no big deal. ACC tournament going on in Charlotte right now, by the way. That's it. I tell you, Hoover's cool and everything, but, man, Charlotte is a really cool venue to play your conference tournament in. That's a really cool venue to play your conference tournament in. I mean, really, truly. Charlotte, if you've never been, Charlotte is a beautiful, beautiful ballpark. Truly. Like, dude, if the SEC tournament was in Charlotte, I'd be going there every year without question. Here's an interesting, guys. I've talked to you about TSUS and yours truly, my personal life. We will be moving probably at the end of July. I will be moving. I will not be in this same spot. Will not have this same setup behind me. And it's sad. It's a little sad, but things happen. And I've been here 3 years, and it's been a great run. And this place has been incredible. On that note, though, I'm just curious. Asking you, I'm curious. The home of the SEC network is Charlotte, right? But I feel like, that's where the ACC championship game is played. So it feels like the headquarters of the ACC is Charlotte. Is that fair? I was going to ask you all, I know we do SEC Media Days in Birmingham and Hoover and the state of Alabama, and Atlanta is the host of the SEC championship game. But what city do you think is like the home of the SEC? Would it be Birmingham? Would it be Atlanta? Would it be Charlotte? Would it be like where should the SEC headquarters be? I know it's in Birmingham. Of all places, you couldn't pick somewhere better than that. I think Atlanta probably makes the most sense. Big city. You look at geographically where it sits. I think Atlanta makes a lot of sense. So, but guys, I'm still sort of taking your feedback as well, man. TSUS, we're moving. And while there are very high odds that I stay in Columbia, I mean, I'm taking nothing off the table. Greenville is a good possibility. Back to Charlotte is a possibility. Everything's on the table. Everything's on the table. So. Dalton is going in right now on these Tennessee people. Dalton is going in on the Tennessee folks. I love it. Tanner Land says, go Blythewood. Okay. We got to vote. We got to vote for Blythewood. Again, guys, our newest entity, SEC Unfiltered, has launched. If you'd like to go follow that at SEC Unfiltered on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We're going to be on TikTok. We're going to be on Twitch because I'm planning on doing, SEC gaming content throughout the summer. Going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah, guys, people have asked, I'm adding to my plate. Bottom line, I was busy all day yesterday, all day. Literally, I mean, I was recording shows and making content until like 9:30 last night. Like I was busier than shit yesterday. But I love it, man. I love it, and this is something I'm really excited about and passionate about, and just can't wait to see. I mean, like I told you, we've already hit 1,000 followers. It's really cool, man. Thomas Walker says Florence, halfway from Willie B to Myrtle Beach. Tyler Gates says, "Are you leaving Columbia? Come to Spartanburg." We got Florence, we got Spartanburg. There's been a lot of Greenville. A lot of folks have suggested Greenville. And again, it's one of those things I've told you before. Like I'm not dying to get out of Cola by any means. Like, I still have a lot of love for Columbia, and I haven't been here that long. I mean, 3 years, but that's not that long in the grand scheme of things. But I mean, really for me, guys, it's going to come down to finding the right place. That's what it's really going to come down to. I mean, truly, it's going to come down to just like finding the right spot. I'm really, 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 really trying to enhance the studio. That is like my number one focus. I'm trying to enhance my working space. Because I view this next move, I view this next space as, sort of the space I think to take us over the top. I mean, really, it's going to be, this space I've been in has been the space that the business, the dream became a reality. And we've been able to flourish and do great things here. But I'm looking at this next space as like, we are just jumping up another level, like truly. So I want a dope working space. I want a dope pad. I want a dope studio setup. So, and with that being said, like, I don't want to live somewhere where it sucks. Like, I don't want to live in a place where there's just nothing to do. I think I'll be happy for sure. I think I'll be happy no matter where I'm at because, I love what I do and I'm fulfilled in what I do. Like Greg Bedinger says, Greenville and Charleston, too much traffic. Well, Greg, I don't drive to work, my guy. I don't drive to work. I work from home, so that really doesn't bother me at all. So, again, I really need to sit down and do that. I really need to sit down and do that and lock that in, and because I know the rental market right now is crazy, but yeah, we will get that. We'll get that squared away soon. Let's see. 24/7 Sports just dropped their final transfer portal player rankings, I believe. Hold on now. What is this? Final transfer portal player rankings for the 2022 cycle, the top 25. Am I crazy, or did Spencer Rattler not make the top 25? Is this like a joke? Okay, there he is, 11. I was like, what? 11. It says Rattler's arguably the most talented player the Gamecocks have ever signed at the position. With that comes pressure to make those around him better. Rattler's arm talent is impressive, and one of the reasons he chose South Carolina was to be in a more NFL-geared scheme under offensive coordinator Marcus Satterfield. Guys, did you see the comment, by the way? From Rattler about they've been watching a ton of film on the Los Angeles Rams, and they're going to be mimicking the Rams offense. What are your thoughts on that? I thought that was very interesting. I just want to score points. I don't give a damn how it happens, but I don't know. I thought that was interesting. The Los Angeles Rams. So we'll see. Guys, we're going to jump into a quick break, but I want to continue to hear from you. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. David Garrick says, just heard Vegas has us at 5.5 wins. Is that true? David, there is one book out there that does have us at 5.5. Yes, believe it or not. So sounds like you are ready to hammer the over, my guy, which I wouldn't blame you. 5.5. 5.5 just feels a little disrespectful. I gotta say, a little bit disrespectful. Dude, Dalton is going off. Y'all ever seen the popcorn eating gif, or like where people when people are arguing on Twitter, people will post that as like sitting back watching. Well, Dalton is going off right now, so I'm going to enduring some seeds, and I'm just going to read Dalton's comments because this is pure entertainment right here. In the spirit of the SEC tournament, we got the cracked. By the way, SEC tournament ball, SEC. We got the Bigs pepper. This is free ads. They're not paying me to say this. These are fire. These are fire. By default, I'm a barbecue guy. But these are fire. Biggs, if you're watching this, let's work something out. SECU needs a sponsor. We're taking new sponsors. Look, dude, these are so good. These cracked pepper, highly suggest. Let's see. Dalton. Bro, Dalton is going in on YouTube. If you're wondering where. On YouTube. Cody Branch, Tennessee fan. They're going after it. Dalton and Cody. And if you did not know, real G's eat sunflower seeds. That's a fact. Proven. Real G's eat sunflower seeds. We are still in a rain delay. Y'all believe that? Still in a weather delay in Hoover. Yeah, it's funny, too, and I'll be at a baseball game. People will come up, want to take a picture or whatever. And my mouth is just stuffed with seeds. I'm like, I'm not. I'm going to look like I got a fat lip in. And I do not dip, by the way. Do not dip. In case you want to know a fun fact about me. Do not dip. I've tried it like 2 or 3 times back when I was in school or just like right after I got out of school. Not for me. Not for me. Just, I like my teeth too much. And I ain't hating on nobody who wants to put a lip in. By all means, do it. But, you know, not a fan. Not a fan. I will say the last time I put a dip in, dude, probably like 2014, 2013, something like that. And what you realize, it's not putting it in. It's not having it in that does anything. It's when you take it out, bro, that headache will hit you like a son of a bitch. It will hit you like that. You know what I mean? It'll hit you like that. So that's what it did to me too. I was spinning. Room was spinning. I was spinning. I will say though, not a dip guy. I did smoke a cigar last night. First time in quite a while. Love a good stogie. Love a good stogie. So that's cool. Travis Allen says he's got him a chaw now. Yeah, one of my pitching coaches, he used to always put a chaw in. So, hey, I got, you know, nothing but love for it, but this ain't for me. And I talked to guys, you know, obviously I play ball, so everybody dips. Everybody dips. It becomes just like habit. You know what I mean? Like I have buddies, wake up, put a lip in. Eat lunch, after you're done, put a lip in. You're going to take, you know, go to the bathroom, put a lip in. Eat dinner, put a lip in. Boy, I had coaches they'd put a lip in, started the game. They'd yell at the umpire, they'd throw that lip out, they put another lip in. They go through a can a day. They go through a can a day. Bro, that's an expensive habit, too. That is an expensive habit. Dalton Hines. I mean, still going off. Tennessee hasn't won a national title in my lifetime. You guys are like Texas fans. Whenever you have a decent season, you're back. Then you lose to mediocre Big Ten teams in a bowl game in your own state. Dalton is not holding back today. I'm telling you. Dalton, you'd be hard pressed, I think, to find somebody that hates Tennessee more than Dalton does. I mean, like I said, he's literally in our Big Cock Club Discord as Dalton the Vol hater. Like, he literally is on record saying that he'd rather beat Tennessee than Clemson. Which, Heath Klein out here acting like a slapdick. Heath Klein all upset because they playing the damn SEC tournament in Hoover. It's like, bro, they've been playing it forever. You got to play 4 games in a day. Like, what are you talking about? You ain't got a choice. Question. Here's a question for all. All fans can. Well, actually, you know what? I'll save it till I finish these because I actually want to make a point. I'm sure Rebecca will call in at some point, my guy. I mean, yesterday was legendary. Yesterday was legendary. Truly. I don't know if Rebecca can top that. I don't know if Rebecca can top that call from yesterday. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls to 843-790-3377. Appreciate you all tuning in. Alabama, Georgia, still in a weather delay. Carolina baseball will not. I mean, dude, it's 1:30 and they're the bottom of the third. We won't play at minimum till 5 o'clock. At minimum. It's going to turn into a damn night game. Straight up. I mean, you got to think. You got to think probably the game that was supposed to be tonight, that probably is played tomorrow morning now. Like, I don't know how else they can get it in. I don't know how they can get it in. Isabella says, as a Texas fan, I don't claim that we are back. Well, Isabella, it's because you're not back. It's because you're not back. We all agree you're not back. Cody, is Dalton arguing? And I'd ask Dalton as well, because I'll challenge Dalton on this. Dalton, are you arguing that South Carolina is a better school traditionally than Tennessee? Because I wouldn't argue that. I think Cody, you're right. I mean, how could it? I mean, we don't have a national championship in football. Oh, of course. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I touched the freaking cord. We're just having us a day, folks. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, there we go. Dalton says, I'm not arguing that South Carolina isn't a traditionally better school at football. Just saying that the hype behind Tennessee is unwarranted. That's fair. Dalton says, Tennessee's been a poverty football program since the turn of the century, and they will continue to be that. Dalton has this going on, going after it today, getting after it. Yeah, Travis. Rebecca did ditch Martin. She did. We are Team Rebecca, too. Said she found somebody better. Said she had to ditch Martin and find somebody better. We're proud of her. I'm happy for her. Truly. I'm happy for her. All right. Let me get into this point because I was just watching on TV here. I've got the SEC network on right now. It's so funny watching old video of like these SEC baseball stadiums and just facilities in general. And obviously, as time has gone on, facilities get better. I ask you all though, like, do you think we reach a point where it kind of stops? Like, how crazy can these facilities get? Right? The SEC, the facilities arms race, it's a real thing. But is there a ceiling for it? I mean, will it ever stop? Will one day the college facilities be nicer than the pro facilities? I mean, heck, in a lot of places, that's already the case. It is insane what schools have to do now to recruit good football players. Like, speaking specifically on football. But it's funny because, like, I went to Tennessee. I went to Lindsey Nelson. And I was like, man, this is such a shithole. But then I sat there and I was like, while that's probably true, what you can tell is that it's a college baseball stadium that was built, when that was the norm. Like, there weren't cathedrals to host college baseball. It was just like a normal baseball park. Like, it was just a college field. Now you got ballparks like Founders Park in Columbia, which, it's a pro ballpark. That's what it is. It's a pro ballpark. I just wonder, like, how far does it go? How like 20 years from now, what will the facilities look like? 50 years from now, what will the facilities look like? It's wild when you look at the facilities arms race. It's nuts, man. How far these teams go. Dalton says, all I'm saying is that Tennessee may be an above-average team, but the only reason why that is because they were running a hurry-up offense. I hear you, Dalton. Dalton, let me ask you this then. All right, here's what I need from Dalton. Dalton, I have no issue with you telling me Tennessee's a poverty program and that they're going to suck. What I need you to do, though, is give me a game-by-game prediction. Give me a record. How do you think Tennessee's going to finish? Because you obviously don't think they're going to be very good. Dalton doesn't think Tennessee's going to be worth a damn. So, Dalton, how do you think Tennessee's going to fare this year? I'm just asking for a prediction, my guy. That's all I'm asking for. Just asking for a prediction. Because you look at Tennessee, Ball State, dub. At Pittsburgh, week 2 is, I guess it's tricky, but Pitt lost their quarterback. That's a dub. Akron, week 3, dub, which will set up a game in Knoxville against Florida, week 4. Huge game, Tennessee, Florida. I mean, everybody thinks Florida's going to suck. That's a dub. They're 4-0 with a bye week before going to LSU. Right? So you got back-to-back SEC West opponents October at LSU, Bama, back-to-back. Right? At LSU, Bama, back-to-back. I mean, I look at their schedule, Dalton. Yeah, the over-under for Tennessee is 7.5. I don't see any way Tennessee wins less than 7 games. Like, there's no way with their schedule. Because I've already given you 4 wins. They're going to beat Vanderbilt. They're going to beat Missouri, in my opinion. That's 6. They're going to beat UT Martin. That's 7 right there. They got Kentucky at home. You know, they play South Carolina, who, you know, they drubbed us pretty good last year. Granted, it's at our place. And then at LSU and Bama, those will be 2 really, really tough games. So I could see them being 7-5, but, you know, they very well could go 8-4. Heck, what's LSU going to be this year? I don't know. Brendan M says Florida game's a loss until Tennessee shows otherwise. I hear you, my guy, but I mean, you can't. Brendan, here's my thing, Brendan. You can't tell me how bad Florida's going to be, and then tell me they're going to go into Knoxville and beat Tennessee. You just can't. Either Florida's going to be better than you think, or Tennessee's going to beat them. I just, you know, if Florida's going to be that bad, I don't care what history says, they won't beat Tennessee. Dalton thinks they're going to lose to Pitt. I'll be damned. See, Dalton, I disagree with you there. I don't think Tennessee's losing to Pittsburgh, man. I don't think they're losing to Pittsburgh, my guy. John Edward, the LSU game is in Baton Rouge. Yes, that's in. So I think that one's probably an L. Probably no. Brennan M says, no way Tennessee will start 4-0. Who do they lose to? I guess you say at Pitt? I don't know. I think it's very possible. I mean, Pitt loses a first-round player, man. They lose Kenny Pickett. That was their team last year, I feel like. So I think Tennessee gets that dub, personally. Yeah, I mean, Pitt got them last year, but like I said, they had Pickett. Tyler Gay says, which quarterback has a better year in your opinion, Hooker or Rattler? Ooh, good question. That's a very good question, my guy. Hooker or Rattler, which player has a better overall year? It's, you know, I'm sorry, guys. I got to go Hendon Hooker. I just think he's already been there. He has experience with the system, with Heupel. I mean, I think Rattler's going to have a solid year. Don't get me wrong. I think he might have a very good year. But I don't know, man. That's tough. That's very tough. Dalton Hines said, I think Hooker's season last year was an anomaly. Rattler's the more talented player. Well, I'm not denying that. I think Rattler's definitely the more talented player. Cody Branch says Tennessee beats Pitt, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky. The only guaranteed losses are Bama, LSU, and Georgia. So you'd guarantee LSU is an L. Okay. I think I'd maybe give Tennessee a toss-up in that one. You know, depending on what time the game is played. If it's a night game in Baton Rouge, then that's a different story. But, you know, Ed McKinnon says, I'm not sold on our O-line. Yeah, you shouldn't be. I mean, no doubt I think they can be better. No doubt I believe they can be better. I mean, there's no question they can be better. Will they, though? Will they? The question is just, will they? And you are, you know, you're wise to question that. You're wise to question that offensive line. That is the question mark. Big Game Boomer releasing his college football power rankings for each conference. He's got the Gamecocks 6th. Carolina ahead of Kentucky, which is shocking. Carolina ahead of Ole Miss. You got LSU 10th. Interesting. We can talk about that much more, guys. We're going to jump into one final break, but I want to continue to hear from you, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 15 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. We are taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. And our guy, Dalton, is still continuing to go after the Tennessee folks and continuing to go after Tennessee. Love to see that. Travis says, I think it's Beal or Lloyd that gets 1,000 yards. Following up on Tyler Gay's question, says, will we have a 1,000-yard rusher this season? Will we have a 1,000-yard rusher this season? Tyler, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, and there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't trust the offensive line. Bottom line, point blank. Until they show it to me, I don't trust the offensive line. Number two, I think we're going to throw the football more with Spencer Rattler. We're not going to have to lean on the run nearly as much. I think we're going to want to be balanced, but I think we'll be able to pass the ball more effectively. And number three, and arguably the biggest reason, is because we have so many backs that we can use and will use. I don't know that one guy is going to get enough carries to amass over 1,000 yards. So again, to your question, will we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year? I am going to say no, not because we're not capable or because we don't have the talent, but for the reasons that I just mentioned. So again, I think our running backs are going to be great. I'm that might be, guys, honestly, we're going to do position unit previews later in the summer. I mean, that truly might be the deepest position group on the field for South Carolina. Offense, defense, doesn't matter. That might be the deepest position group. So, but again, I just think I look at it like you're going to be distributing carries. Do you really think who's even going to be RB1? Like who's going to be the guy who gets 20 to 25 carries a game? Is there going to be a guy that gets that? And I'll just be honest, I don't trust the offensive line. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not saying they're not capable. I just don't trust them. I'm not saying they're not capable of doing it. I just don't trust them. So, God, is there any end in sight of this rain delay? Are we really is this thing just going to go all day long or what? My goodness. Yeah, Trevor, listen, it's he says, how can you trust this O-line? The reality is you can't. It's a show me. The O-line's got to prove it. O-line's got to prove it, man. The O-line's got to prove it, bottom line. The O-line's got to prove it. I mean, I think anybody who thinks just coming in the season, they're just going to give they're going to give, credit where it's not really deserved. It's this O-line doesn't deserve to get the benefit of the doubt. Not after last year, they don't. Not after last year, they don't. They don't deserve to get the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, I mean, I hate to say that, but it's just the truth. Until we prove it, we don't deserve to get the benefit of the doubt. Ed McInnes, will the run defense be vastly improved? Honestly, I think it'll be about the same, and I know you don't like to hear that. Maybe Stone Blanton stepping in. I think us being, Sherrod Green being healthy for the whole year, hopefully he is. That should help us. That might make us a little better. I don't think we're going to make some huge jump, though. I don't think we're going to make some huge jump. I hope we do, but I don't see it. It's a good point, John Edward Kruger. I am pulling up the radar as we speak. Bro, it's gonna be hit or miss with storms all day, dude. It's gonna be hit or miss with storms all day. I mean, we might not even damn play. We might not even play today. I mean, it looks like the rain's gonna go away, and then it's 87% again at 4:00. So who knows when we're gonna play? Who knows? Who knows when we're gonna play? Travis says, I still don't feel like we can stop the run consistently. We got gashed too often. Damn, Shipley messed up. Our 10-13 D would have shut that dude down. I mean, yeah, I talked about that with Brad Lawing. Travis, you're absolutely right. We couldn't stop the run last year. Bottom line, I mean, Brad Lawing agreed. And again, if there's somebody that knows about stopping the run and having an effective defensive line, it's that guy. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. So, yeah, just couldn't do it effectively enough. Bottom line, could not do it effectively enough. Could not do it effectively enough. Guys, about 10 minutes or so to go. Again, if you have not done so, be sure to check out our SEC Unfiltered platform. Brand new. Very excited for you guys to check that out. At SEC Unfiltered all across social media. We are now on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. We'll be on Google Podcasts soon, guys. Also, in the meantime, if you would not mind leaving us a 5-star review, I would greatly appreciate it. Listen to the show first. If you've got real honest feedback, then you don't have to leave 5 stars. You want to leave 4, or if you don't like me and you want to leave 3 or 2 or 1, so be it. But the reviews, guys, they help boost up the podcast. They help boost up the show. So if you could do that, I'd really, really genuinely appreciate it. Again, we will keep you updated in regards to just what happens with the Carolina baseball game. No clue. No clue what the deal is in regards to the weather, what that's going to look like, what time first pitch is going to be. Sorry, guys, I was reading an email because we're trying to get our partnership with SeatGeek back fired up, and they're telling me that the promo code is active, and I don't think it is. Anyways, Dalton's still going after. I love this. I love the banter. I love it. I love the back and forth. We should have y'all call in and just duke it out. Can we stop KJ Jefferson from running on us? That'll be a big factor in that game for sure. Huge key. Huge key, no doubt. Tyler Gay says, the reason I asked because I don't think we will either. Juju will get a ton of carries. Beal, Lloyd will get the most. Yeah, too many horses get 1,000-yard rusher. Yeah, it's not like we don't have guys that are capable of it. I just don't know that we'll have one guy get the bulk of the carries where he'll hit 1,000. You know what I mean? I'd love to see it. I mean, obviously, again, it would be great for the offense, and I think you do need to find that number one, that established guy, whether that be Lloyd, Beal Smith, Juju, whoever it is. But I think we're going to distribute the ball in many different ways. I think we are, like I said, guys, you might recall last year, I said going in the season, I thought we were going to be 70-30 run to pass. I think we'll be much, much more balanced. Much more balanced. Much more balanced this year than we were last year. Okay. Alabama just updated, scheduled to return to play at 2:20 Eastern time. 2:20 Eastern. 2:20 Eastern. So, I mean, again, I would put the Carolina baseball game, I mean, probably a 5:30 start, best case scenario. If there's no more delays, I think you're looking at like a 5:30 start, 5:30 first pitch. Maybe 6 o'clock. So. Ryan Cawthorn says they'll have to respect Rattler, whereas they had zero respect for any quarterback we had last year, resulting in better line play as well. Yeah, no, definitely, Ryan. Listen, I think Rattler, I think his presence should make the offensive line better. I think it should certainly help. But again, the offensive line, it's people are going to get sick of hearing about it. You're going to get sick about hearing about the O-line, it being a question, but it just is, man. After the way you played last year, the offensive line's got to be it's the number one question mark. I mean, it's the number one question mark in my opinion for this football team. It really, really is. The offensive line play is the difference between going 6-6 and 8-4. I mean, really, it's. I think that's what it'll come down to. I think that is what it'll come down to. So. We got this SEC special going down right now about Skip Burtman. What a legend he was. What a legend. I mean, really, truly. Those LSU teams in the 90s, man, they were incredible. Those LSU teams in the 90s were something, truly. Tyler Gay says, do you think we're going to be the same better or a good bit better? I'll say we'll be better. I do think we'll be better. I mean, how could you not be better after adding all the guys you added? You know what I mean? How could you not be better? I will say, I think we will be the same on defense. If not, slightly worse. And I don't mean that to say we're going to be bad defensively. I've just told you guys, stopping the run still an issue. You lose Jalen Foster, who was your big play turnover machine guy, right? Are you able to force those turnovers and make those big plays again, right? So that to me, I mean, I'm almost more concerned about the defense than I am the offense this year, and that probably surprised a lot of people. But I have a feeling about the defense where I'm like, are we going to be able to bank on those, those turnovers we benefited from? So. Guys, just a couple minutes to go. Again, appreciate you all tuning in. Podcast for TSUS will drop tomorrow. Podcast will drop tomorrow. At some point, Carolina's going to play baseball today. At least that's the plan. At some point. Ed McKinnis, who's your top pick for baseball coach if we do get rid of Kingston? Realistic choices, I dropped my top 5. I mean, I think Link Jarrett from Notre Dame would be good. I think Cliff Godwin from ECU, Scott Jackson from Liberty. I mean, if you can go get, God forbid, a Tony Vitello. I don't think Vitello's leaving Tennessee. If you can go get a Kevin O'Sullivan, if you can go get a Dan McDonald from Louisville, by all means. I tried to list guys that were like really realistic options. That's just a couple of names, though. That's just a couple of names. So. Rebecca commenting. Great to see you here, Rebecca. Andrew the textbook says, man, it might be a 6 p.m. first pitch at this point. You might be right. Like I said, turn it into a night game. Just turn it into a night game. Travis says, I hope Braden stays with the program. I believe he'll be our sleeper quarterback eventually. You might be right, Travis. You might be right. Never know. Never know. You might be right. Andrew Hurl says, I think we'll be better. I wholeheartedly believe that Beamer has instilled a real competitive spirit in this team. Well, Andrew, I think we'll be better because we've added good players. I think we'll be better because we've added really good players. I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. So, yeah. It'd be a shame. Like I said, it'd be a shame if you weren't better after adding Spencer Rattler and all the guys you've added via the transfer portal. Guys, we're about to hit 2 o'clock again. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And again, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for the love and support. It's been absolutely incredible just feeling that from you guys. It's been awesome. So, again, thank you. I can't say it enough times. I'm so grateful. Check out SEC Unfiltered all across social media, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. We're on YouTube. We'll be on Google Podcasts shortly. Like I said, we're going to be on TikTok. Just everywhere you can find anything, you'll find us. Also, of course, stay tuned for all the content with TSUS, content bleeding out the eyeballs. With this delayed start, you never know. We might do a little bit of a Twitter Spaces or what have you. Let's get one last call in before we jump out of here. Rebecca, what's going on? Appreciate you calling in.
I thought I'd call in for a few minutes. Seen that some people was asking about me.
Yep, we got about 2 minutes, so go ahead.
I'm doing good.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure to hear from you.
Right. I know I've seen a remark on the comments on somebody was asking
Well, we're always glad to hear from you. Always glad to hear from you, to know you're doing well. So it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, but I'm doing good, everybody. I'm glad everybody asked about me. I do appreciate that.
Well, good. Like I said, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it for sure.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to get off of here, and I thought I'd just call in for a minute.
Rebecca, we appreciate it. We'll be live all week, so be sure to call in again.
I will.
All right, Rebecca, take care. Great stuff. Great stuff. Glad we were able to hear from Rebecca before we closed out today. Guys, that is going to do it all for me. I appreciate you all tuning in. Again, stay tuned for all the content podcasts dropping tomorrow. Daily Crow live all week. And just stay tuned for when the next SEC Unfiltered will drop. I'm not exactly sure when it'll happen, but at some point it will. Guys, again, thank you all so much. Y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday. Go Cox, beat Florida. Hey, let's do something crazy and make a run. Again, y'all have a great rest of your day. We will talk to you